Oh yeah, folks, it's time we continue our Critters journey. Today we will be looking at the third Critters movie, Critters 3. And guys, this one is truly something. Alright, so the movie begins with a family coming home from a family vacation. It's going pretty well, but it looks like they get a flat tire. You better take care of that. The family pull into a rest stop and goof off for about 10 minutes. So with nothing better to do, let's introduce our main characters. Our main character is a girl named Annie. She has a dad named Cliff and a younger brother named Johnny. Unfortunately, Annie's mom died 2 years ago, and after that, her dad hasn't been the same. While Johnny's playing with the frisbee, he decides to look down this hill and—
Don't go down there, kid. There's all kinds of wild animals and shit.
What the fuck? Yeah, fun fact, apparently this was Leonardo DiCaprio's very first movie, and, yeah. Annie notices Leonardo DiCaprio beating up Johnny, and she goes up to him and, oh god damn it, not another love story. I just got done with Critters 2. And then we meet this guy. This guy, folks, is one of the most evilest bastards you will ever see covered on this channel. This is Leonardo DiCaprio's stepfather.
Wow. Bald and flat. I feel for you, man. Sometimes life really sucks, doesn't it?
I mean, he really has a point, though. So now Leonardo DiCaprio and the kids are playing with the frisbee, and he loses the frisbee. You fucking dope! Fortunately, Leonardo DiCaprio does find the frisbee, but he also finds Charlie! Yeah! Welcome back, Charlie! Charlie decides to give Johnny this crystal.
This ever starts to glow bright green, that's the time to watch out for yourself.
Then we cut to, what the fuck? Is this a Kreitz POV? And it's just walking in the fucking open? How the hell is nobody noticing this shit? And furthermore, why is it just walking? You can turn into a ball. Oh, so you can put eggs up there. You know what? That makes sense. Annie and Johnny go back to their dad and they start driving away. That was a cool rest area, I guess. I don't know. And now we're in an apartment at Topeka. And spoiler alert, this is where we will spend the rest of the movie. We also get introduced to a bunch of characters. First, we get introduced to Mario. He's getting evicted from his apartment. Aw, that sucks. We also meet the cartoon character Rosie, and I mean it, she is a cartoon character. We also get introduced to Marsha, and she works for the phone company, and that's pretty much her only personality. And then, folks, we get introduced to Frank. Motherfucking Frank. He is by far the best character in this whole movie. And then this shenanigans happens.
Yo, Jesse, look who's home.
No brakes! Hold on to Johnny.
Poor Mario. Then some of the Kreitz just decide to run into the basement. I mean, are you gonna pay for that broken window? Oh, and we also get introduced to Mr. and Mrs. Minges, and they're cool, I guess, I don't know. Then we cut to Frank just doing his thing. He gets a phone call from a mysterious person. Oh, and Frank says one of the best lines in this entire movie.
I'm not lifting another finger until you pay me for Mario. You got that? You can take that to the bank. Bull.
Just classic. Then we get a dinner scene with our favorite family trio. During this scene, Annie and her dad have a conversation, and it goes a little like this. Hey dad, can you be more like, a dad? No. But I hate you so much! Yep, that's how you parent. Once again, we cut back to Frank. Hey Frank, what's up?
Ow, ow, ow! Hot, hot! Damn teenagers!
Yeah, damn teenagers always putting shoes in the dryer. Then Frank starts getting attacked by Kreitz. Oh no, Frank! Oh, well, he actually kind of hurt one. Nice, man. Hey, you're safe. No, Frank! No! Oh my god, why do they always have to kill the best characters in these movies? Well, so long, Frank. So long. Then the Kreitz get a mysterious phone call from a mysterious person. The Kreitz answer the phone, and it turns out to be Leonardo DiCaprio's stepfather? What? Yeah, so it turns out that Leonardo DiCaprio's stepfather is the landlord for the apartment building. Wild. Since the Krites don't know how to speak a whole lot of English, this conversation is a little more one-sided. In fact, Leonardo DiCaprio's stepfather gets so pissed off that he decides to take action on his evil plan tonight. And what's his evil plan, you're asking? Well, he plans on evicting everybody from the apartment building and plans on building a shopping mall there. How evil. We cut to Rosie as she walks down in the basement trying to collect her laundry. She goes up to the dryer, but then a Krite pops out and starts doing... silent language? What the? Anyway, Rosie spills some bleach on the ground and the Krite lands on it and this hurts him? What the? So Rosie tries to run away, but she gets caught in this weird net thing. I don't know. And she just tries to defend herself. Yeah, I'm sure this is working 100%. Then Annie teleports right behind Rosie and saves her from the Krites. Man, I love when the plot just has to be convenient. Annie and Rosie try to go to Annie's dad for some help, but I think he's a little too drunk to care. Then, oh god, it's another Krite's POV. But the twist is, this Krite's POV is the main villain's POV. Scar the Krite. Come on guys, aren't you excited? Anyway, more Krites show up and start shooting Cliff and Rosie with their poisoned quills or darts. You know what, it doesn't really matter. Then Annie gets really pissed off and does this.
In 2 tournaments, I've seen her shoot those 300 things, so she can throw the strike.
Wow, this movie went there. Side note, I like how the bowling pins sound like a screaming Krite. James Cameron would be proud. So we cut to Leonardo DiCaprio and his stepfather, and they're just chilling in the basement. Then Leonardo DiCaprio's stepfather gives this great advice.
These people are animals, and pretty soon you can't tell them apart. The people, the pets, they've all got fleas. What the hell, dude? They're not even trying to hide how evil he is. Leonardo DiCaprio's stepfather says fuck this movie and just turns it off. Wait, what? Phone lady turns the movie back on and helps our main characters up the stairs. Oh wow, how nice of her. We cut back to Leonardo DiCaprio and his stepfather trying to find the apartment attendees, but the way Leonardo DiCaprio's stepfather is trying to find them is one of the most weirdest ways possible. Come out, wherever you are. Your landlord is here to evict you.
Top 10 Sigma quotes of all time. My god, I just really said that. Then Leonardo DiCaprio and his stepfather get into a short argument. But Leonardo DiCaprio becomes so filled with rage that he just shoves his stepfather in the apartment and locks him in there. Oh, and there's also Krites in the apartment. Leonardo DiCaprio's stepfather, you're fucked. Leonardo DiCaprio hears his stepfather getting attacked and has a change of heart. Okay. Luckily, Phone Lady just shows up out of the middle of nowhere and just goes into the apartment building. She finds Leonardo DiCaprio's stepfather's dead body and, well, he actually doesn't look that bad.
Help me, man.
But unfortunately, she's chased off by some Krites. Wow, it looks like Phone Lady and Leonardo DiCaprio are gonna hang out for a second. Yay. Leonardo DiCaprio and Phone Lady try to regroup with the others, but while on their way, they get attacked by a Krite. But no problem, because Phone Lady just shoves her fucking flare in its mouth. Man, that's a cool visual. I hope this doesn't bite them in the ass later. Leonardo DiCaprio and Phone Lady regroup with our main characters, and Annie and Leonardo DiCaprio have this heartfelt reunion.
Josh! Annie!
Wow, so much emotion. Well, no time for Romeo and Juliet because some Krites show up and start ramming into the door over and over again. Hey, you guys might want to check yourself for some brain damage. What? In preparation of this epic battle, our main characters arm themselves. But they don't have a whole lot of options. Well, as long as you guys either have a knife or a gun, you should be fine.
How about a meat cleaver, dear?
Hey, that works too. So now our main characters are trying to find a way out of the apartment. Luckily, Annie finds his attic, and I guess we're just gonna put all of our main characters up there. Then the basement catches on fire. Oh god damn it, I knew it! So I guess the Krites are just gonna give up their search on the humans and just, well, do their Krite things. Wow, cool. This is so funny. Yeah man, I love this so much, dude. Yeah! So with all of our main characters up in the attic, Annie wants some answers. So she goes up to Leonardo DiCaprio to ask, well, what's he doing there? And he drops this bombshell.
We came here to evict you.
How devastating. Phone lady decides to use her one personality trait to, well, help out the group. Basically, she's gonna shimmy her way across this telephone line to go down to the telephone pole and call for help. Cool, I guess. While she's walking across the lines, Annie discovers, oh my god, we're on fire! And then Phone Lady gets distracted and falls to her death. Nah, I'm just joking with you, but she does get this weird like Three Stooges gag. I will admit it is one of the funnier parts of the movie, so I'll gladly let this clip play. So with Phone Lady dangling, Annie decides to step up as the main character and conquer her fear of heights. Wait a minute, heights? So Annie runs into this crate, and this crate just starts freaking the hell out. I mean, calm down, but, well, I think the nerd says it best.
What the fuck were they thinking?
Annie starts getting ambushed by some krites, so she tries to run away, but this krite stops her. It's kinda cool looking. I like the tiger stripes. Goodbye, tiger stripe krite we'll never see again. I'll sure miss you. With nowhere to go, Annie stands her ground and grabs the sign and uses it as a shield. Oh geez, oh man, what's gonna happen, dude? The suspense is killing me. If only there was someone to save her. Oh my god, it's Charlie! Yeah! After his grand entrance, Charlie decides to kill this krite. Badass, but unfortunately his gun isn't working anymore. So if Charlie's space bean gun thing not working, him and Andy decide to go back up to the survivors, but the krites are close behind them. Because there's only like 15 minutes left in this movie and, you know, we have to end it. Andy and Charlie get back up to the survivors and let's just say Rosie is very happy to see Charlie.
Who is that hunk that just came in with your daughter?
Badass. Alright, so nothing's really happening right now. Charlie's gun isn't really working because there's a bullet jammed into it, so Josh and Andy try to unjam the bullet, and Andy asks, like, the most important question of our existence.
What about Marsha?
Oh wow, she actually manages to get to the telephone booth. Good for you, Phone Lady. Then Charlie says, quiet, quiet, it's final battle time. So Krite shows up out of the middle of nowhere, jumps, and stares at Charlie. And Charlie just stares back at him. I mean, I know you don't have your gun, but surely you could just, I mean, I don't know, punch him, right? Then Scar shows up! Oh yeah, now this battle's really gonna get started! Scar stares at the Minjis. Huh.
Keep your eyes on them. They'll telegraph their every move.
So you're saying if I'm in danger of a krite, I just have to look them in the eyes, and I'm gonna have like ultra instinct or whatever? That doesn't make any sense. Why do these movies keep changing the rules? The legendary villain Scar the Krite tries to go in for the kill but fails, so Leonardo DiCaprio just starts beating the shit out of him. Yo, chill, oh my god, yo, somebody get this kid. Thank you, Krite. Oh, by the way, here's your reward.
You leave my husband alone!
Hope you like it. Dude, I can't get over the amount of rage that I saw in Leonardo DiCaprio when he was beating the shit out of Scar is legendary. I mean, how come he didn't win the Oscar for this? So after that beatdown, Charlie and this krite are still staring at each other. Luckily, Andy gets Charlie's gun unjammed, and this cool scene happens. Man, Charlie is such a badass in this movie. So with the last krite dead, our main characters go up on the roof and just start calling for help, and not a single soul notices them. It's a burning building, come on. But wait, Scar the Krite still has more fight in him. He goes to the roof and starts revving like he's Sonic the fucking Hedgehog and charges straight for Johnny. But luckily Charlie intercepts and they just go flying off the roof. Charlie, I sure hope you're okay. But, oh wait, oh shoot, oh no, it looks like Johnny's gonna fall off the roof. Oh geez, I sure hope there was some lazy dad who had like a big ass arc building up. The deadbeat dad. Luckily for us, Charlie actually manages to grab onto this pole, but it doesn't look like he's doing too well. Hey Charlie, well, I hope this isn't in poor taste, but how's it hanging? But don't worry, Charlie quite literally walks it off. What a badass. Hey, I wonder what happened to Scar. Oh, with the background sirens getting louder and louder, we reached the end of the movie. And since there's no evidence of the Krites actually attacking the apartment, it just looks like a fire broke out, which, you know what? I like that. I think it's clever. Leonardo DiCaprio and Annie try to work on their romance side plot. Let's see how it's going.
About getting together sometime and doing something normal.
Yeah, that's going nowhere. Charlie and Johnny also give their goodbyes, and every time Charlie says this, I always get a little sad.
There's no more problem. You don't need me anymore.
I don't know why, there's just something a little sad about it. And you know it's a happy ending when the deadbeat dad learns not to be a deadbeat dad. Oh, and what's this? Leonardo DiCaprio's mom's like, hey, listen, so my husband was supposed to give you guys like some money to move out, and well, since he's dead, we're just gonna kind of relocate you guys in the hotel until we rebuild your place, and then we'll move you back in. And they're like, yeah, sure, you know what, that's okay. Well, happy ending. What's this? That Charlie's in the basement? Okay, what the fuck? The credits? Hey, credits, come on, stop, I'm trying to see what's going on. So Charlie, what are these fucking credits? Charlie decides to look into this laundry machine, and he finds, what the? 2 more credits? Oh, dude, you better take care of those. Oh, he is. Nice. Then his belt starts freaking out, so he decides to throw it, and it releases this blue light, or something like that. And that blue light reveals a hologram message from, what the? Ugh! Oh my god, it's so good to see you! Ugg and Charlie have a conversation, and it goes a little like this. Hey Ugg, how's it going? Charlie. Yeah, Ugg? Charlie, those are the last 2 Krite eggs that exist. Okay. Ugg, I don't see how that's a problem. Charlie, you are not allowed to kill a species if it means extinction. But Ugg, aren't they dangerous? Charlie, the council is sending a space vessel to your location. You shall put the 2 Krite eggs in there. Farewell. Wait, what? Then the room starts shaking, and then, you've got to be kidding me. This movie actually did it. Let's just get to the verdict. Critters 3 is interesting. Unfortunately, this movie doesn't live up to the hype that Critters 2 had and is straight up boring when compared to 2, but I feel like that's mainly the budget's fault and Critters 3's biggest problem, the budget. You see, Critters 3 and Critters 4 shared a $2 million budget, so when you split that down the middle, that's only $1 million for each of them. When you compare Critters 3's $1 million budget to Critters 2's $4 million budget, it kind of speaks for itself. With that smaller budget, we don't get as many cool sets or nearly as much Krite action or Krites themselves. But with the budget problem out of the way, is there actually anything good in this movie? Well, yes indeed. So let's talk about my favorite part of this movie, Frank. No, I'm just joking. I mean, while he does bring some new life in this movie and actually just brings new life in the franchise in general with his accent and the way he dresses, he's not my favorite part of this movie. My favorite part of this movie is Charlie and his character arc. Charlie is no longer that scared, pathetic alcoholic that he was. He's a bounty hunter that actually kicks a lot of ass in this movie, and I gotta admit, it's pretty nice watching that. It's like a little reward for watching these 3 Critters movies. I wonder what Critters 4 will do for his character arc. But one thing I appreciate about Charlie in this movie is his relationship with Johnny. It's not as creepy as it is with Brad, because in the first Critters movies, Charlie was an alcoholic, and so him hanging around a child was a little weird, but 80s. Alright, enough about Charlie. Let's talk about the Krites. I actually like what they did with the Krites in Critters 3. While we don't get nearly as many, we do get different types of Krites. We actually do get Scar the Krite, who is the main villain. We do get that Tiger Stripe Krite, and we do get Bubbles. And I kinda like that. I like how, hey, there's not as many Krites in this movie, but we'll give you different types of Krites. I think that kinda works. And while Scar doesn't really do much in this movie, I appreciate that we do get a main villain Krite. I don't really feel like we got that in the last 2 movies. We got the bigger Krite in Critters 1, which was just a normal Krite that just got big, and then we got Critters 2, which had no main villains, and just all the Krites were the villains. And that's pretty much all I have to say about the Krites. Other than that, there's really nothing else. Is there anything else in this movie? Oh yeah, I kind of like the apartment setting. I like the idea of the Krites starting at the basement and going all the way to the roof, just causing mayhem. But you know, if this movie actually had a little bit more of a budget, I feel like we could have seen that more. In fact, if you actually just want a good version of Critters 3, watch the movie Attack the Block. And to kind of put a negative on this movie, the characters themselves, other than Charlie and Frank, are boring. I don't really have much to say about Annie or anybody else. They're kind of just there, I guess. So, with everything said, what the hell am I gonna rate this? I'm not gonna lie, I think this is the hardest rating yet, because while this movie kind of sucks, it does have some of my favorite things in the Critters franchise. Oh boy. Well, you know what? 10 out of 10, this movie is awesome. This is the only movie you'll ever watch Leonardo DiCaprio beating the shit out of an alien, so you know what? I think it's pretty worth it. So that would be the end of this video. Wow, I can't believe it's been nearly a year since I've uploaded. I'm sorry that this video took me so long to make. All I can say is halfway while making it, I got burnt out, so I decided to take a week-long break, and well, it kind of turned into a year-long break. You know how it is. Life, work, stuff like that. But I do promise to get Critters 4 out before the end of the year. The only reason why that would be hard is because Critters 4 just really fucking sucks. But I hope this video was worth the wait. I kind of took a lot of care with it because this video did take a year to make, so yeah, I hope it's worth it. And if you do like it, how about you give me a like? That would mean a lot to me. But with everything said, I hope you have a good day. And remember, if you have a deadbeat dad, it might just take an alien attack for him to love you again. It certainly worked for this movie, and it might work for you. But alright guys, take care and keep smiling.